What's up, everybody? Jay the Bass Nerd here. I'm going to do a quick overview on some custom work I did to this guy right here. This is the Neca 2014 Godzilla. An awesome figure. I mean, 20 bucks. I mean, this thing has got everything, and it's got, the 2014 Godzilla design, which I absolutely love. He's got all kinds of goodies and nice articulation. If I could do that, One thing that bothered me about it was default, that's about as far up as his head would go. I mean, you get that, you could kind of maybe shift it to the side and get it up just a little bit more. But, if you were trying to pose him like this, he still pretty much looked down. And that bothered me a little bit. So, I went ahead and made some alterations to him. The first thing I did, if you look right through the top here, you can see, and when the figure's just posed, you don't really notice it. You can see a little slit right there. And that allows you to kind of line that up with this spike right here. And that lets him get a little bit more oomph out of his head. You can lift up a little bit further. The other thing that I did, and this should be fairly loose from when I worked on it, maybe. I might have to heat this up. Alright, I gotta heat it up. I'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Last time I popped the head off, it was fairly easy. I didn't have to heat it up or anything. This time I did. Anyway, I got the head off. And the one other thing I did, see, the head has got a ball joint right here that pops into here. And then there's another ball joint back up in here. But it really didn't allow a whole lot of movement. So I actually took, just as I cut a slit right there, I cut a slit right here. So that way the peg right below the ball joint can actually seat up into that. And that allows his head to go back a fair bit more. I'm going to pop this back on there. Yeah. So now, with that slit that's cut into this hole on the neck joint right here, I can line up those two things. And I can actually get Godzilla looking pretty far up, actually. Let me see if I can get him posed. Standing up like that. And see, he's hunched over like he's running or he's charging, but he's still looking forward. And that is what I really, really, really wanted for this. Oh, my camera. That is really what I wanted for this, was him to be able to look forward while in like a charging or a slouch position. Because beforehand, he was still looking down. But yeah, so again, I just cut a little notch. Get that so you can see it. It's kind of dark in this room right now. I apologize. So that way it lines up with those spikes, and really it doesn't look bad, too terrible, from the side or either side. And then again, I cut a hole up here, or a notch up here above that hole that ball joint goes into. The one thing that this leaves is a gap in his neck right there. And for the time being, what I've done is I've taken a little piece of electrical tape and fit it up in there so it's nice and even. And that actually, in and of itself, hides it really well. It looks like, his neck continues on into his jaw. Eventually, I'll probably just make something I can plug in there. Might be a good idea for a video that I can do. But yeah, I mean, I love this figure. I've loved it since I got it. It just really drove me crazy that he couldn't look up more than when he did. So I hope that tutorial helped you guys, maybe give it a shot. It's not very hard to do. Make sure you heat up the plastic before you do that. I use, just really hot water. You can use a hairdryer or whatever. Make sure you heat up the plastic before you pop that head off. Otherwise, you're going to struggle with it and risk breaking something. So hope it's, was helpful to you guys. Hope somebody tries it out. Let me know what you think about it, Does he look better? I mean, I can really get him to slouch over. Oh, all right. Stay. I'm gonna do this without getting him to lean on anything. There. So I love that. So thank you guys much for tuning in. Stay tuned. I'll get some more videos coming up here soon. This is Jay the Bass Nerd. Share, subscribe, all that good jazz. Thanks, guys.